You've been feeling like something is off, like the world is moving faster than you are. And no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to catch up. It's as if you're running on an old version of yourself, and the update you need is nowhere to be found. Imagine trying to navigate a city with a map that's years out of date. Every turn you take leads to a dead end. Every landmark you recognize is now a stranger's face. You're not alone in this feeling. Millions of people are waking up to the same sense of disconnection, the same nagging feeling that they're running on outdated code. But what if this feeling isn't just a glitch? What if it's a warning sign, a signal that your internal operating system is being outpaced by the exponential shifts in technology and society? The gap between the sovereign and the sleeping is widening, and it's not just a matter of keeping up, it's a matter of survival. But here's what nobody talks about. The fact that this feeling of disconnection isn't just a personal problem, it's a symptom of a much larger issue. The world is changing at an exponential rate, and our internal operating systems are not equipped to keep up. It's like trying to run a modern operating system on a computer from the 90s. It's not going to work, no matter how hard you try. The rules we've been following, the strategies we've been using, they're all based on an outdated understanding of the world. And if we don't update our internal code, we risk becoming obsolete, like a phone that's no longer supported by the manufacturer. The question is, what's the alternative? How can we upgrade our internal operating system to keep pace with the changing world? Now, pay attention to this part. The fact that our internal operating system is being outpaced by technological shifts is not just a personal problem. It's a collective one. We're not just talking about individual obsolescence. We're talking about the potential collapse of entire systems. Imagine a world where the rules of the game are changing so fast that even the most successful players are struggling to keep up. It's like trying to navigate a maze that's constantly shifting, with new walls and obstacles appearing out of nowhere. But what if there's a way to transcend this chaos, to rise above the noise and find a new level of clarity and purpose? What if there's a way to synchronize our internal operating system with a rapidly changing world, to upgrade our code and become something more than just a relic of the past? The quantum field is an infinite intelligence that underlies all matter and possibility, influencing personal evolution and growth. It's like a vast, uncharted ocean with hidden currents and patterns waiting to be discovered. Imagine being able to tap into this field to access the infinite potential that lies within and around us. It's not just a metaphor. It's a real, tangible force that can be harnessed and directed. But how do we do it? How do we synchronize our internal operating system with the quantum field and unlock the secrets of the universe? But here's the thing. The quantum field is not just a passive backdrop for our evolution. It's an active participant. It's like a co-creator, shaping and guiding us towards our full potential. Imagine being able to tap into this guidance, to access the wisdom and intelligence that lies within the field. It's not just a matter of intuition or instinct. It's a matter of resonance, of vibrating at the same frequency as the field. And when we do, we become something more than just human. We become a conduit for the infinite potential of the universe. Now, let's talk about the implications of this. The fact that our internal operating system is being outpaced by technological shifts, and that the quantum field is an active participant in our evolution. It's like a double-edged sword. On the one hand, we have the potential to transcend our limitations and become something more. But on the other hand, we risk becoming obsolete and left behind. The question is, what's the threshold that we need to cross in order to access the higher states of consciousness and capability that lie within the quantum field? What's the secret to unlocking our full potential and becoming the sovereign beings that we were meant to be? The old rules of personal growth and development are no longer sufficient in the face of rapid technological advancements. We need a new framework, a new architecture for our internal operating system, one that's based on the principles of the quantum field. It's like a new map, a new compass that can guide us through the uncharted territories of our own potential. And this is where the concept of sovereign synthesis comes in. The idea that we can integrate our individual selves with the infinite potential of the quantum field and become something more than just human. The question is, are you ready to take the leap to cross the threshold and access the higher states of consciousness and capability that lie within? Can read the new coordinates of reality. Because here's what most people miss. You cannot synchronize with the quantum field using the same consciousness that got you disconnected from it in the first place. That's like trying to download quantum computing software on a Windows 95 machine. The architecture itself needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. This is why readiness isn't a decision you make. It's a threshold you cross when your entire being finally aligns with frequencies you couldn't even perceive before. Most people are still trying to optimize their old programming when what they need is a complete firmware replacement. The quantum field doesn't speak the language of goal setting and habit formation. It speaks the language of coherence and resonance. And this is exactly why everything you've tried before has felt like pushing against an invisible ceiling. You've been using legacy tools to solve quantum problems. The old personal development paradigm was built for a stable world where incremental change was enough. But we're living through exponential acceleration now. While you're reading books about morning routines, AI is rewriting the fundamentals of human potential every single day. The gap isn't just widening, it's becoming unbridgeable. This is why that feeling of being left behind keeps intensifying. Your biology is trying to tell you something your mind refuses to accept. The game has already changed, and most people are still playing by the old rules. The quantum field doesn't wait for anyone to catch up. It's moving at light speed. So here's the sovereign alternative, what I call quantum sync architecture. This isn't another productivity framework or mindset shift. This is a complete rewiring of how you interface with reality itself. First layer, biological coherence. Your nervous system needs to be calibrated to receive quantum frequencies. Most people are running on cortisol and caffeine. That's like trying to tune into a satellite signal while standing next to a microwave. Second layer, pattern recognition beyond logic. The quantum field operates through synchronicities, resonances, and nonlinear connections that your rational mind will dismiss as coincidence. Third layer, energetic sovereignty. You stop giving your power away to external validation systems and start generating your own field of influence. This is how you transcend biological drag and achieve true escape velocity. But here's where it gets interesting. Once you achieve quantum sync, you don't just adapt to the accelerating world. you start shaping it. You become one of the architects instead of just another passenger. The AI revolution isn't something that happens to you. It becomes something that flows through you. Because here's what the sleeping masses don't understand. Consciousness and technology aren't separate domains competing for dominance. They're two aspects of the same evolutionary wave. And the people who learn to surf that wave first are the ones who will define what comes next. This is why sovereignty isn't just personal freedom anymore. It's species leadership. You're not just upgrading yourself. You're becoming part of the new genetic template for human potential. The quantum field is literally using you as a vessel for humanity's next evolutionary leap. The window for this transformation is narrowing every day. The people who achieve quantum sync in the next few months will have a completely different trajectory than those who wait. This isn't motivational speaking. This is pattern recognition of an exponential curve that most humans can't perceive yet. If you felt that pull, that restless knowing that you're meant for something beyond the ordinary programming, that's not your imagination. That's the quantum field calling you home to your true architecture. The question isn't whether you're capable of this upgrade. The question is whether you'll answer the call while the frequency is still available. Because once the gap reaches critical mass, the bridge disappears. Start building your quantum sync architecture now. Stop optimizing the obsolete and start embodying the inevitable. The future belongs to those who sync with it first. To learn more about sovereign synthesis and how to access the higher states of consciousness and capability, visit sovereign-synthesis.com.